Hello and welcome back to Maximum Attack Rallying. It's been a while, hasn't it? Too long. I've been too busy. You probably have some idea why I've been too busy. So it's just been very difficult to do much with this. So trying to get back into it after a bit of a break. So you will notice that I am not at home. I am in a car park. I'm actually in one of the car parks for the Jeddah Formula One circuit, which is not very glamorous. However, I am at a motorsport event. I thought I would show you a motorsport event as a car shines its headlights in my eyes. It is night time because it is very hot, so you can see there's lots of lights, skyscrapers lit up in the background. We're getting summer now, so it's pretty warm. It's over 40 degrees during the day now. So this is round 2 of the Saudi Toyota Championship. This is the time attack section. Time attack is not quite like it is in the UK. It is shorter here, so it's not like driving around a racetrack in super high performance cars. It's more like, I would say, autocross, whereas autocross as they have it here is more like auto solo in the UK, if that makes sense. So basically there are some cones and you drive around a small track that's made up of cones. A bit like a kind of short sprint, I suppose. Open to anything, as you will see once we get looking at the cars, and that's kind of it. So this is round 2. Round 1 was in Riyadh, I think. The purpose of this video is just to give you a little bit of a look into the grassroots of motorsport. Obviously we have the big F1 events here and things, but I thought it'd be nice to see a little bit of the grassroots as a reintroduction to the YouTube videos. I think I actually made a video about this last year, but none of you watched it, which is disgraceful. So hopefully you'll watch this one and learn something and enjoy it. We'll try and get into the paddock, which is over there. I think you're supposed to be a VIP to go in there technically, but we'll give it a whirl. We'll look at some of the stuff on display because it's a bit of a Toyota stand, because Toyota are a big supporter of this championship. And we'll obviously look at some action. I'll try my best. Obviously the track is quite far away, so I'll try my best to get some of the cars on video. So you can hear one of them warming up right now. I hope you enjoy this video, and let's get right to the action.
يلي مباشرة السائق رقم 82 والموجود معنا أيضا السائق المتميز سلطان إبراهيم فاضل.
So I found my way into the paddock. I don't actually know if I'm supposed to be here. I just kind of walked in. So let's make the most of it in case someone decides that I shouldn't be in here. But I thought we'd have a little look around at some of the cars. Obviously it's a very different kind of atmosphere to UK and European events that you might be used to if you're watching this. Because the car market here is quite different. A lot of the stuff that we're used to they don't get. So I'll try and pick out a few of the more interesting ones and show them to you, one of which I can see over here. And we'll just have a little look around, as I say, until someone notices and maybe tells us that we shouldn't be here anymore. Here we go, look. 992 GT3 RS, the car that everyone said would just be bought by collectors, never see the light of day, never be driven on track, blah blah blah. Here is one doing time attack, got its numbers on. There we go, Wysack pack as well. They don't all end up in collections, you know. So this is the, as I said, this is the Saudi Toyota Championship, and you can see that Toyota actually have quite a big involvement with it, which is really nice. So Abdul Latif Jameel, which own the Toyota franchises here in Saudi Arabia, have really got into this. So this is their little tent. They supply cars to people. So you've got, what, 3 GR86s and a GR Yaris on the end. It's just nice to see. I'll show you their larger stand, which is in like the public area as well, where they've got some other cars. I think it is really nice to see a big dealer group kind of getting behind this and you know, supplying cars and trying to help grow grassroots motorsport. There's more tyre warmers, look, on the Yaris. So yeah, that is really cool, isn't it? It's nice to see. I mean, Toyota globally are doing great things for motorsport right now, aren't they? So yeah, seeing this here, you know, when motorsport here is so fresh, is really good. I nearly bought one of these. So I bought the 208, which you've probably seen in the previous video. This is what I nearly bought instead. A 695 Abarth. Problem is, I like them. The thing is that here they're all the robotised manual transmission rather than proper manual transmission. Oh, he's got a camera mount, look. All now soft top, so this is a 695C. All have the Monza exhaust. Yeah, they all have the robotised manual. The other problem is they're really expensive. Like, I think I was quoted 2,200 Saudi Riyals per month, which is over £500 a month. So a very expensive car here, which kind of put me off. I like them, but I don't like them 500 quid a month. So that kind of ruled it out for me. Sorry, that was a pointless bit of trivia, wasn't it? So an Evo, this is fairly standard choice for Time Attack here. It's actually Jordanian registered by the looks of it. This is something that if you're a UK rally fan, you probably will be familiar with. A Mitsubishi Colt. These share a lot of their underpinnings with older Evos, so I assume this one, with tyre warmers I've just noticed, probably has Evo running gear. Wide body, big wing, typical Time Attack fare. It's quite cool, that, isn't it? This is quite interesting. That looks to me like a Volkswagen Scirocco. Stripped out, roll cage, big wing. It's quite an unusual choice. Slick tyres. Never seen this car before. It's quite cool. So I like this. This shows the diversity of Saudi motorsport. This is a completely standard Suzuki Desire. So this is basically a four-door saloon version of the Swift. These are about £100 a month, brand new. They are so cheap. But it just shows that this event really caters to everything. So in the background, you've got a Corvette C6, I want to say, behind Golf GTI, and then I think these are on 1.3 maybe, CVT gearbox, Suzuki Desire. That is some contrast right there, isn't it? I think I've talked about these in videos before, Hyundai Genesis Coupes. You can see first gen is this one on the left, with a sort of smaller grille, and then this is a later car on the right. Different headlights, different bumper and grille, slightly more powerful engine I think as well. I like them, they're quite cool. GI Yaris, not officially sold here, but I have seen a few of them around, so it looks like a few people have imported them privately. Seeing more and more of these around, FL5 Type Rs. I really like these, but they're very, very expensive. I know they're expensive everywhere, they're very expensive here. There's another one over there, look. C-Class, another Civic, and then we've got this little lineup, which I think is interesting. So in Europe, or the UK at least for sure, Hyundai have pulled all of their petrol-powered N models. So here we have the N models that you can buy here, or could buy here. I don't actually think you can buy any of them right now. I don't know if they're coming back, but obviously when they did the facelifts of the various models, they kind of paused them. So this is the Elantra N, which is the equivalent of the i30N, so it's a four-door saloon. They sold these in the States. Can't get them in the UK, but I quite like them, quite cool. That's an Audi, so not really relevant. This is the Veloster N, which is the previous version, so before they started selling the Elantra, they sold this. Elantra, same running gear, 2-litre engine and everything. And then this one is familiar from the UK. Kona N. I don't know if you can, I guess you can't get these in the UK anymore either. Basically, again, same 2-litre engine, but in a Kona. And there is a red one as well, look. I'm really sorry if you're an EV fan. I don't know anything about Teslas. This is a Model S. Is this a Plaid? Whatever you call it, the fancy one. I think it is, isn't it? Judging by the wheels and stuff. If you know something about Teslas, do tell me. But I would say that with the body parts, excuse my shadow getting in the way, the wheels, the massive brakes. Is that Model S Plaid? Do tell me. Anyway, it's going round. It looked quite fast, so I can't claim to be a massive EV fan. I'm not anti-EV, but it's not something that I desire. But EVs here are exceptionally rare, I must say. they're just not popular. Petrol is really cheap, obviously. This one is actually from Dubai, I just noticed. So it's very, very rare to see a Tesla here. Fair play if this guy has driven. I'm trying to think how many hours it is from Dubai to Jeddah. Many hours, 15 hours at least, I would have thought. So fair play. I do think the Model S is the best looking Tesla. I will say that. Do you remember the Suzuki Desire I showed you a while ago? Well, here is another weird car, look. This is a Volvo S80, I want to say. See what engine it's got. Excuse the sign. Got to be a V8, I would have thought. T6, no, it's T6, so turbo 6-cylinder. That is a random time attack car, isn't it? But it just shows that you can use anything you like. And I do kind of like that. I said that Toyota were supporting this. Look, they even have a Lexus racing team with... I'm not very good at Lexuses. What Lexuses are these? Someone tell me what Lexus this is. RCF? It's a V8. This one is turbocharged, maybe. I don't know what these are. I'm not very good at Lexus. They're quite like, I like them. Oh, that one says F Sport on it. V6. Yeah, that one's just a V6, isn't it? This one is a turbo 4-cylinder. And this one is a V8. That's an RCF, I think, isn't it? The other's not so much, sorry. It's not very good, is it? It's not very educational. Another Veloster N with its weird asymmetrical doors. Look, 2 doors on one side. Only one door on this side. They're quite weird. Another car I only bought. Drift car, look. Another Genesis Coupe. Oh, there's a Skyline over there. Look, R33 GT ST. They're a rare car here because right-hand drive is illegal here. Oh, look, another GT3 RS 992. All live in garages, remember. All live in garages. Another 911. I don't know what that is. I'm sorry. Touring? Yeah, GT3 Touring, I think, isn't it? It's got the nostrils. Then we have an Audi RS7. So you can see there's a real mixture of cars. And I saw this earlier, E30. I think this has got a V8 in it. It's actually a drift car, I think this is. And speaking of drift cars, there is a 200SX, 240SX, whatever it is. I think the thing is, I've said that people can use anything for this, and they kind of do. So there was a drifting element of this a couple of weeks ago. I think I filmed it last year. And so you can see, because the time attack and the autocross was yesterday, you know, the drift guys just show up and just try it for fun, you know, just treat it like a mini drift course and just have a laugh with it. Don't know what engine this has got in it. It's a proper thing though. And look, there's a little bit of me, lots of people standing in front of it, but there's a Clio 200. I don't know if I've really posted too much about my Clio 197 on the channel, but I do have one, and I should do some videos with it. It needs to be repaired at the moment because it's broken. It's nice to see another one.
النتائج الآن لوجيه الحسنين دقيقة 0.02 ترتيب 96 الجزء الثاني وينطلق الآن سيارة رقم 59 في رأس خالد خليل. ماجد إبراهيم زيني على السوبارو يستعد للدخول بالسيارة رقم 63. محمد رضا جوهدار على الدول تشالنجر يشارك معنا بفئة الجي 3 يستعد للانطلاق ايضا. يلي مباشرة سيارة رقم 77 عظيم WM3 رقم 4 من نوع السوبارو STI. يلي مباشرة سيارة رقم 93 الهوندا سيفيك ويشارك في فئة الجي 2 وصولا إلى يزيد الصهيب سيارة رقم 3 ومشارك على فئة الجي 6. إذا ريان مصدر 57 ثاني مجموعة مجوهرات رولز وبرهان أكيد اتش 10 للنقليات. كل التوفيق للأمير عبد العزيز بن سعود آل سعود. انتهى السيارة رقم 74 دقيقة فاصل 01 58 انتهى للسيارة رقم 94. أيضا إعادة لرن السيارة رقم 93 مازن جميل حجازي برعاية من قمم أوتو، ويتواجد خلف مباشرة يزيد سمير الصهيب على السيارة رقم 3 الجيلي 3 ار اس. إعادة للرئيس الثاني لهم من جديد. عودة من جديد للأبطال، كل التوفيق لهم إن شاء الله بانطلاقتهم في الريس الثاني. الثانية وأحمد كاتب أيضا يحقق على الميني بسيارة رقم 126. انطلاقة أيضا محمد بخاشة من العشوق والاتصال صهيب الساعدي والسيارات تأتي باختلاف القوة باختلاف هكذا هي بطولات جميل موتورسبورت في هذا الموسم. عبد الله سليمان العديد من الأبطال دقيقة فاصل 01 171 في الثانية.
So there we have it. The PA is trying its best to drown me out. Maybe I need to go a bit further away. So that's it. You can hear the cars going around the track as we speak. They're just doing their final runs right now, which you will see some footage of once I've done recording this. But it'll be before this, if that makes sense. So yeah, like I said, I wanted to give you a little bit of an insight into Saudi motorsport. This is very much grassroots. This is the lowest of the low here in Saudi Arabia. We don't have circuit racing yet, apart from the big F1 type stuff. We don't have rallying. We don't have, big events generally. So this is the grassroots, and I really hope this is what will help this part of the world to grow in motorsport. I think as Europeans, we kind of take for granted just how popular motorsport is, and how accessible it is relatively, and how many events there are, and how many disciplines there are, and all that stuff. Whereas here, that does not exist. It's so new here still. So hopefully this, while not perfect, is a step towards that. Hopefully this will lead there to being more race circuits, more rallies, just more events, more disciplines, more opportunities, more cars, more everything really. So I thought it was well worth giving you a little tour. As I said, I'm sorry it's been quiet on here recently. I've just been very, very busy with everything else that's been going on. But I will try and get back into doing regular videos. I'll try and do the weekly kind of Thursday vlog again. And also I'd like to try and do some other style videos. I talked about the Clio a little while ago, didn't I? So let's do some videos about the Clio. That's going in to be repaired this week because the wipers don't work and I'm not an auto electrician. So we'll try and get that sorted out. Maybe there's some vlogs there. And obviously I've had the 208 6 months now, and I've got some plans for that. So maybe we should do a little video with that as well to talk about that. So thank you for your patience. Thank you for joining me. I hope you actually watched this video. If you've got this far, I very much appreciate it because last time no bugger watched it. So yes, I hope you enjoy it. As always, please like, comment, subscribe. I'm very grateful for the supporters that I've gained recently over on Instagram. So thank you for that. And I will see you again next time.